Just keep your eye. Maybe sometime it happens. It's stop as well. Okay. So once again, good morning everyone, and welcome back in today's class. Okay. Till yesterday, what we discussed specifically on the maintain item, that how you can create your catalog item, how you can add the workflow, how you can do the changes for the portal perspective, quantity, add to cart, pricing, reoccurring pricing, all the things. Now what ServiceNow says, maybe that front end is not much good, not much colorful. So I want to give an opportunity to my developer, to my consultants, where they can go and create the catalog items by their own with just drag and drop, or with a simple steps they can follow. And to do that part, ServiceNow introduced a new concept or new functionality called the catalog builder. In this, you are doing the same thing which we done yesterday. Catalog creation, item creation, we will do all the things similar, but the front end will be little different. The way of working will be little different here. So what we did, we go here and open the catalog builder, and in the new page it has been opened. Let me close all these things. Keep it like, okay, let me close this. Okay, yeah. Now you can see dashboard, catalog item templates. Why it has two things, item and item templates. It was not there, right? Items was not there earlier in the maintain item. Then why catalog item templates are there? Anyone? Any guess? Any clue? Tell me, please. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, please. What is the purpose of the catalog item template? Arun.
There will be many more. I mean to say the catalog, so that instead of searching it, creating any own, we can refer it. Which I think so.
What is Nikhil?
Templates we can use, like it can save our time.
What next?
Like for repeated items, we don't have to always use create the same like change request. We create the same change as many times, so we have created templates for that now, and
I
we use
am
the template.
I am five, not five. I am 10th pass out. Now tell me what is the meaning of the catalog item template. Simple point. Don't go in the change and all the things. Give me a simple layman example. Yes,
Like
Harsha.
templates we,
Yes, sorry, go ahead.
नहीं मैं वही repeat करता ठीक है.
Okay, Harsha. This is the way customer confuse you. Yes, Dhanashi. Tanvi. Okay. Now let me give you the answer. Your answer is 75% correct, Nikhil. But you're not confident in that answer, and I confused you. Catalog item template basically suppose you are running a restaurant. Let's take example. Today, when the day when you open your restaurant, you have a big menu card. Different categories, different item in that category. Okay. If tomorrow you want to add a new section in your restaurant, maybe you can say chai party. It is a section you want to add. You will create a new catalog, or you will get a new item. What you will mention? Item name, item price, veg or non-veg, and in the brackets, it's a quantity. Let's take example of the bun muska. Half 10 rupees, full 20 rupees. Okay, so in this case, you have to be design the catalog item from the scratch. What ServiceNow says that why not you use the catalog item template? When you know that these type of things you have to be create again and again, again and again, again and again. Tomorrow, if you open a new what I can say, restaurant, same thing can be applied for you there as well. So it is nothing, it is just a kind of a structured way, a framework or a format which you can use and build your catalog item without putting any extra thing or any extra thing on your mind. Let's take example here. In my kids' school, when there is a drawing time, the teacher has a two option to teach the coloring stuff to the student. Number one, they say, okay, go and take a A4 sheet and draw a house on the top and on that sheet. My son take a sheet, draw the house and start coloring. Second way, they say we have given you the drawing book, go to page number 40 and do the coloring. Both things is similar, but the only difference is that on the first place, my son need to create the house by himself. In the second, it is already created, he has to just fill the part. So that is the example of the template which I want to tell you. So you can create a catalog type template first and then create an item, or if you want to create a new item, click on the catalog item here. Now this particular functionality has a drawback according to me. Again, according to me, that it always say you need to be start from the template only. Without template, you cannot create the catalog item. Okay, no worries. Which template you want to use? I'm using the standard items in catalogs. In service catalog means I want to add something in the this one. Under this one, I want to add something. Okay, no problem. Let me take this. And wait, it's loading. So this is the template information. When you go for a college admission, every student get a same admission form, right? What is that? That is a sample they're giving you. That is a template they are giving you. What you do? If Tanvi is filling, Tanvi put her detail. If Nikhil is filling, Nikhil put his detail. Arun filling his own detail. Atul filling his own detail. It means template is same. Either you go in any of the college, but you have to put your own data in that. So I said, okay, I'm happy with this. Let me go to the, I use this template. Any doubt till this point are all clear? Anyone? Guys, your yes and no is equally important.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, number one and very beautiful point is that this interface is little good. We are human beings. We fed up with seeing the same color, same tool again and again and again and again. So this look good to me. Same thing which we done in the catalog item details, item name. What I can mention here. Short description. item details. This thing, if I open this, these things, let me copy this thing. Copy it here. Okay, fine. Anything else you want to add? Any attachment you want to add? Any image you want to add? You can add it. Number one step has been done. Location means under which category you want to populate this. See, we are using the service catalog, so it's already give me the catalog mapping. See, it is not unlockable for me because I am picking up from the template. If I create a new item, then I have option to the select this. I want to say, I say, okay, categories, let me put in the hardware. Okay, let me go here. Why am I not able to select this? Okay, continue to the question. Let's see what it's be showing to me. Question means your variable here. What variable you want to put it here?
Yes,
Yes.
One question actually. So for details, I can see there is one option is coming. What does that mean? Yeah,
This one,
little next. Yeah, this. Yeah. What does
this
that
dot.
mean?
This dot, right?
Yeah, this dot, yes. What does
it means that in this sections you have to do some mandatory part.
Oh, okay.
See, location, I'm not giving anything. I did not select. Question,
Right.
I can still skip. Setting, I can still skip. Let me go here. Or fulfillment, I need to be select the workflow name. See, I'm not getting the save button here, right? If I put my workflow, we have a workflow called the snow. Let me put the snow workflow over. Or no, sorry, we have a learning, right? Which one of a workflow? Sorry, it is in the flow designer. Okay, one more thing, important point. And it is a difference between the maintain item and the catalog builder. In the catalog builder, you have to use only and only flow designer. Only flow designer. I'll show you maybe now in half an hour. I'll show you that how you can get the flow designer. But in this thing, what I can say, maintain item, we have three options: execution plan, workflow, or the flow designer. So here I don't have any flow designer, so let me put any existing one just to show you the things. This one. And now I can submit it. Save it. Okay, now go here, review and submit. See, the things are ready for you. And click on the submit. So these two tabs are mandatory for me. That is the purpose of this dots here. Clear, Arun here?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, thanks.
Now let's go here and go to service catalog. Now see where we are. Hardware. Where it should be added. Let's see here. Or let's search here. Bluetooth. Okay, nothing is there in the Bluetooth. It means we did not map this Bluetooth with any of our category. Right? If I again go here, if you want to know, okay, let's do one more thing. Let's open this thing. Sometimes as we are new into this catalog builder, we get confused as well. Let's go here and search for the maintain item. See why I'm telling this thing, because when we work as a consultant, there's a lot of time we have to do some R&D as well. And search for the Bluetooth. Open this. Okay, it is under the can we help you. If you go here, where it's gone? Can we help you? This catalog, and here can we help you, and you can see here this thing. Who created? It is coming as a default here. Why? Because this is coming from the template part. Let's go here. Return to my dashboard and search for my catalog item here. Open this. If you want to edit, click here. And go to location. The main what I think is the drawback of template is basically few things you cannot modify. Like you cannot modify the location here. It will go in this section because it is coming from that place only. Questions. It will pick up the questions by default. See, these 3 questions, they already set it for me. So I need to be use this. I see it is locked for me. I cannot unlock. I cannot see it. You don't have a permission to delete this. So that is the drawback of the using the template here. But if you see from the other perspective as well, template purpose is this only, that a user need to fill a less information. A user need to fill the less information. So you can giving in the template. Clear? Anyone has any doubt, any question? Anyone? Yes, no.
So here over there, so I think
Good.
over there you have not published or saved, right? Anywhere.
I done
But
ना.
it's showing the published.
I done save.
कहाँ पे किया आपने?
I यहाँ पे save किया था, and then I go here and submit it. I submit it. Only then it will be published.
Oh, okay. Because in the older version we have option of
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll give you one more thing. I'm not sure that is this service now taking this seriously or not as of now. You have a question in mind. Atul, this is not look good to me. Without template, I cannot create. That is for sure. So what I suggest to my participants, what you can do, okay, go here and go to the maintain item. Okay. Go here and click on the new. And let me put builder demo. I'm putting this as my item name. Okay. This is only good if you want to go for the scratch. You don't want to use a template, and save it. Nothing else. Save it. Done. Now either click on this part, add it in the catalog builder, or either go to this part. Now the benefit of by creating a record in the maintain item and then come to the catalog builder, because you can do all your R&D easily. Let it be load now. I'll show that why I'm saying this thing. It take little time to be load actually. Let me reload my page here as well. It's loading. This one. Okay. See, the status shows the draft now. So let's open it. Edit the catalog item. Both things are taking time. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now, this is the catalog. Sorry, this is the catalog builder where I I'm coming or I'm creating a catalog item from the maintain one. Now you can use your anything. Copy and you can paste it here. Now go to the location. Now here you have an option or the possibility to browse it. Under which catalog you want to go it. I want to create or I want to put into the I want to go into the employee well, not here, hospital accessories. Okay. Do you want to put in the more catalogs? I can put. I want this. So this functionality is not available in maintain items, but here you can do it. Save selections. So my catalog item will be appeared in these 4 catalogs. Now I have a categories. Definitely. I have categories as well, right? I have these 4 categories. Click save. Another good point, you got it. Go to the question. Now you want to insert a new question. Let me minimize this. Click here. Question set means variable set they're talking. Sorry, question set means you can create. Like we have created the variable set, we can create the question set as well. Try this thing at your end today. Single column, 2 column container. I said 2 column container. Okay. Display. Personal info. Let me say this thing. Okay. Now what you want to add here? Insert. What? Single or new question? I said new question. What type of question you want? Text, option, choice, or this? Basically your question means here the variables you are be creating here. Simple. I said choice. Okay. Question subtype. Fixed value, value from a table, record reference, radio button. I said radio button. Okay. Details. Scroll down. Question label. Gender. Gender. It is mandatory. Yes, it is mandatory. Okay. What else? This thing, go to the choices here. Simple. Choice. Drop down or across. I said down. Including none, not required. Don't set first. I don't do it. The same thing which you done yesterday. Available choices. Insert. Fill. Add one more. Then anyone to put the annotation, help text, all the things you can put. नहीं सर चलेगा देखो और ये ऐसे appear होगा आपके लिए. It will be appear like this. Another benefit which they introduce in the Cubic release, sorry in the Rome release, that now you can view your questions in the catalog builder only. All set. Anything else required? No. Cross it. Oh, sorry, we did not insert it. Yeah, shit. New question. I thought it's save automatically. Let me take choice. Radio. Gender. It is mandatory. Yes. Choice. Nothing is there. Display. Mail. All fine. Click on the insert question. Done. Go to the settings. This one. Order request. I say order. What do you want to do this thing? Access. Who can access this? Remember, available for, not available for. One what we did yesterday, right? This is that example. Fulfillment. What workflow you can be do this? See, this item has an execution plan that cannot be configured in the catalog builder. Why? Because if you go here, by default, if you create a maintain item, it attach the execution plan. Right? So it is giving me the error now. boss, you cannot do this thing. So what I will do here, I'll click on the save here first. And let me change it to this thing. And let me put the, what happened? Let review and submit. Okay, let me submit it so that I can get the edit option. And let's see if I get any error. Okay, return to my dashboard. That's fine. Is it published? Yes, it is published, but it will not execute properly because in the catalog builder, you cannot use the execution plan. So what we do, we go here and need to be checkout. When how I can check out? Click here, edit. It means I'm checking out this now. Okay, now go here and just reload my page. See, checked out, true now. So now I can make a change easily in this particular place. So I remove this and let me put a flow here because we see in the catalog builder we cannot use the, so it is not allowing me to do it now. Why it's not allowing me? Maybe they introduce this functionality now that you cannot create a catalog item from there. If you want to create, you have to be put the flow or the flow designer before that only. Cancel checkout देखिए इसमें क्या है? Yes. Wait, let me put the charger as well. Now it's been showing me cancel checkout. Let it be load. Yes. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and put my flow. Even though workflow also not support there. Let me say this thing and save it. Go here and go to home. And now we can reopen this particular catalog item. It's published. Let's see what you want to see. Details are this. That's fine for me. Item details are this. Test demo, location this, quotient this, setting this, fulfillment. It's showing the flow designer now. Now go here. Sorry, it's LNG. Yes, everyone, all fine? Any doubt, any question? Now I go to the catalogs. Browse by category. And let me go to the fitness. And we have a catalog builder here. Clear? Male or female, you can select and you can proceed further. Everyone, all fine? Any doubt, any question?
Atul, that exception that we did it right, like we changed from default.
Right.
Yeah. So can you please go back there and
Okay.
show?
This one, right?
Right. Exception.
Right. Okay. So let me give you a little more point on that part. ServiceNow say that when I am giving you any module, you should use that module as the same way as I am giving to you. Okay. But if I need to be used the same way, I can create the item in the catalog builder only and only via the template. Right?
Okay.
Which is not maybe not good for me, not for good for my business, not good for my project. Just as a workaround, I show you this trick here. If you go and talk to ServiceNow, they will say that it is not a best practice. They say you are violating the product utilization actually. So I just show you that how you can utilize these both things in a parallel manner. I show you this shortcut or this trick as well. Otherwise, if you talk to ServiceNow, they will never accept this cross checking or the cross moving here and there. They say I'm giving you the catalog builder, create a template and then create a catalog item. So that is the thing, Vinoj.
Okay.
Now what you have to do for your homework. Today you will create a complete catalog item. Create a catalog item template first at your end. I will not tell you what to do, what not to do here. It's very simple. And then on the basis of the catalog item template, create a template as well. Clear till this point? Any doubt? Anyone? Yes, guys, anyone, any doubt, any question? Harsha, Tanvi, Nikhil, Vinoj, Arun,
No, sir.
Dhanashri, Ashwani.
No, sir.
Who is absent today? Nikhil is there, Ashwani. Who is absent today? Here. Okay, Prashant is absent. Okay, good. I will share these details with your parents or your spouse as well. Don't worry. That your husband says or your daughter or son say I'm going for a class and they bunk my class. Okay. Now this is the one of the thing which I want to tell you as a part of the training and is new into the market. During the interview, you can tell that you know how to use the catalog builder. You have understanding of the catalog builder as well. Now, if you notice this thing that when we are creating a catalog item, it is asking for the flow designer. Yesterday we created a workflow. Yes or no?
Yes.
Today we will create again a workflow, but not via workflow. We will use the flow designer now. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me share this with my wife. Yeah. Just give me one minute, guys. It's my son class time now. Not sure it will work or not. Nice. Okay. Just I'm going on the mute for a minute. You can gossip now, no problem. I'm not listening to you guys. Okay. Just one moment, guys. Sorry for a little interruption in between. Okay. So what we'll do now, we will create the workflow via flow designer. Okay. Let me go here and search for the flow designer. This is again a new thing which has been introduced by ServiceNow. Because again, okay, this thing I can still design. I'm a consultant, I can design, but it is not possible for a consultant or the pre-sales guy to create a flow as well. So what ServiceNow say? Don't worry, I will help you in that case as well, because they are using the fundamental this thing. low code or no code. In this case, minimum coding is required. Actually, there is no coding required, but when I open this, you can still able to see the points here. Let it be loaded. These things take little time to be loaded here. Okay. For this, let me open the workflow as well in the parallel, just to show you. Okay, we have three things: publish, checkout, help, new workflow. Same thing. Here it gives little more things: flow, subflow, action, execution, connection, and help. Here, if you click on the new workflow, it will ask you for the details. Give me the table name and all the things. I'll go here. Let me show you the yesterday one first. It is with the snow or what? It is with the functional, right? What was the name of the workflow which you created yesterday?
Snow training, I guess.
Snow training, na? It's not showing.
No functional.
Maybe are we looking at the wrong place or what? Let me see, updated here. System, this one is there. Flow, assign incident. Okay. Report, this thing. Maybe they did not migrate it or somehow. Let's not discuss about that then. Let's come to the either new. What you want to create. Now, if I go here and show you this, go to the core activities. Okay, let me open any workflow, only then I can show it. Let me search here. No, see, it is checked out. That is, it is not showing, I guess. Should we show the checked out as well? What is the name? Snow training. I'm curious now that why it's not be showing the name here. Who created this? It's me only, or maybe some other user. Okay, leave it there. Now, if you go here in the core, you have sub workflows. Here we have the sub workflows here only. So what is the purpose of sub workflow? In a workflow, I am calling any other workflow. A best example I tell you. Specifically, girls can relate. Suppose you are making a chapati. Okay. Your mom says, please make a rice as well. What she did? She put the another workflow in your main workflow. That is the example of the sub workflow, the best example. Action means that what you have to be do to do this thing. Means to perform any activity, what action is required. Okay, now what we'll do, because this is a little more graphical representation, you can understand very easily. Let me click on the flow here. What is the flow name? Let's say flow name, learn. Okay, description you can put Arun for you. Application you can change here, scoping you can change here if required. Okay, let it go the global. Protection specifically that you want to make this particular flow as a read-only or not. I say no, it should be editable as well. Run as user who initiate the session. Let me show you these things. Go here. And if you scroll down here, maybe you find these options. No, it is taking default. It is taking as a when user run it, or maybe table, maybe after table there can be sure. Okay, let's go this side. I said run as user who initiate the session. 2 or 3 options are available here, or system user. See, what is the meaning of the user who initiate the session? Suppose you are requesting any item, you want to get a laptop or desktop. So this particular option says as soon as user submit any request, any item, it should initiate this particular session. I said yes, or it should wait that admin will log in, only then it will be work for me. So we always prefer the user who initiate the session. These things basically work when we are doing some kind of a discovery work. So I'll keep it as a user who initiate the session. Any role you want to run, let's put a no role, no restriction on that part. Click on the submit. Number 1 point is ready for me. It is little tough, but more interesting. Now let's come here. What we are doing here, we are mapping our workflow with the table. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here we will do the trigger point, that how and when it should be triggered. Add a trigger. I said when it should be created, updated, or created. I said when it be created. Okay, when record has been created. In which table? I said it should be sc underscore request underscore this table. When any record created in this particular area. Okay, on the request, because in our this thing we are creating on the item table as well. Right, but here it say let's go a step back. Where the first time record has been created? I said in this. Okay, click. Do you want to put any condition here, any filter here? Which type of records you want to handle? I said I don't want to handle any record here. Let it be like this only. Okay. Any advanced option? When to run? Run for both interactive and non-interactive sessions. Either you are in your system the sleeping or not. You already raise a request, the workflow should be running in the background properly. And run for any user. Yes. Run only on current table. Yes, on this table only. And or where to run workflow in the background or foreground. I said in the background, run in the background. Click on the done. When any item has been created here, this workflow should be running. Okay, fine. Now what? Action. What you want to add? Click here. I want to add a action. What action? Approval. No, not sorry. Wait. We are getting for the request now. Go to the flow logic here. Call a workflow. No, don't call this. Wait. I'm missing something here. Let me go again. Action. Send email. Apply change approval. One specific thing here. Discard change. No. Go here. ITSM. Approval, add comment, add work node, discard this. I guess we are running on the wrong table actually. It should be IRTM table only, not request table. Created or this, yeah, this one. Take service catalog as a, this is the right option, yes. Trigger on the service catalog level. Okay, when to run, that is fine. Done. Means when this particular thing should be done, when anyone created a item in my catalog or use my catalog item specifically. Okay, now I can add a action here. Any approval is there? Just see. It's just showing the change only. Let me go to the flow logic. Do make a decision, call a workflow, dynamic. No, not this. Let me open it the another window here. I'm getting confused here. This is the topic which I really hate because it always creates a problem for me. Let's see some other example which is already be available here. Then I'll be able to understand a little more. Go here and go to the request. Okay, let's see this one. The service catalog item request. What they are saying. Yes, everybody is confused or not? Harsha, Tanvi, Arun, Vinoj, Nikhil.
Very much confused, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it's confusing.
That is the weekend work for you guys now. Even sometimes I also get confused when I start this flow designer part. In full training, I hate two topics mainly. One is this flow designer and second is the data lookup. I always stuck somehow in these two things. Why it's taking so much time for me? I always stuck. Either it's if I'm doing my own practice or I'm doing in the training perspective. I always stuck these things. Yep. Okay, let's see what they are saying. Trigger is good on which us. Okay, requested item manager. Okay, this is the name, requested item manager approval. And it is calling the sub workflow. Okay, let's go here. I show you here. So what ServiceNow say here? Let's go here. I am saying that this workflow should be work on the when I work on the service catalog. It say what next part you want to do. I said I want to send this request for the approval. ServiceNow say I already have something for you on the place. And what is that? You can use the my already built up. It's gone. Manager not here. Global. Let's see again here. So workflow requested item manager approval. Did he create something here in the background? Let's see here. In the trigger as well. No, nothing is there. No advanced option. Manager approval. Let's go here. This one, service catalog, service fulfillment. Under that, I have a manager approval. Click here. Same thing which I done here. If you go to the core here and we select the let me open this. It is easy for me to drag and drop that. Okay, what we did here, we put the approval mechanism here. This one, like here we write everything and here ServiceNow give me everything. That was nothing to be worried. I will give it for you. What you want to do? Tell me. I said it should go for the manager approval. Okay. On which requested item you want to run this? A very good point which ServiceNow give it to me here. Here I have no idea that on which requested item it should work. Let me take example. Suppose your mom says, please put little more salt. And she stopped. You are in kitchen, you will ask, where? In dal or in rice? You will ask, right? In dal or in rice? So here ServiceNow give me the same thing. Where you want to run this approval? I have two options. Number one, I can do the scripting part or I can click on this. What this basically means, it will check in my workflow that if any new
Hello.
item. Hello, yes, please. Yes, Arun.
No, I think there was certain stop. So I think net was gone. Sorry for that.
Okay, no problem. So what it's saying basically, let me show you here. When you ask from the kitchen, mom, in which item I need to put more salt? Mom say put into the rice. But you did not cook the rice. It means mom by default saying you need to be work on the dal only. And this particular flow designer is the purpose basically. You can put that where this manager approval should be run. I said go to this data picker. Go here. It will show you that under the service catalog, there's an item will be created when you run this workflow. Click on here and just click here that a new item will be created on that this approval should be running. Let me again repeat my words. In this, it is not easy for you to define that on which item it should run, on which record it should run. But here ServiceNow give you the functionality that you can select that a record which is created under this trigger point should be use this particular approval as well. Clear or any doubt? Yes, guys, clear or any doubt here? Guys, yes, no, Hana. Arey, yes, no. You can speak something. I'm audible or not?
Yes, Atul.
Then it is say yes or no. I'm asking.
Okay.
So is this point clear or not?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now it say okay when you are asking for approval for the manager approval, it should go for the requested item. That's
Atul.
fine. Yes, Vinuj.
Okay, so likewise that we created the workflow. Okay, so in that so in this case we will not be creating the workflow. I mean, because we are already adding the conditions here. So so like yesterday we saw no, like no when we click
Yes.
on the workflow, so there is a point to add the conditions.
Right. So same thing we will do here as well, Vinuj, but the way is little different. The advancement is little different here. Suppose let's take example. Suppose via this catalog I am getting a 2 items. I want on the first item this should be run, second item it should not be run. So these things you can define here, which is not possible in the workflow part. Clear, Vinuj?
Sorry, come again.
So I'm saying that we done this part yesterday. See, the benefit is that suppose in this service catalog, my 2 items will be generated, one for mobile phone and one for laptop. I want only for the laptop approval should go, not for the mobile phone. So you can define here, but this option is not available here. You cannot define these things here. In this case, for every item, it will go for the approval definitely. So that is the advancement they are putting here.
No, so there also no we can add the condition only for one, right? Like
No.
in the approval stage. There is a condition option here when you click.
Yes. But this condition will be applicable on the field specifically,
Okay.
not on the record level. See, if I put an add condition.
Okay.
So I cannot do this part, but these things I can do it here easily. Okay, so that is the thing. Now service fulfillment step data, service fulfillment step data. Let's see what it be showing to me. No match. Okay, let's go to data picker. On this, let me see here as well what they are doing here for the service mapping. Here. Okay, they did not put anything here. Second, requested item record. That's fine. What we did here, did you put something wrong? No. And here again in the same step I can put it, maybe something advanced they put it here. This is the something they are doing in the cube Rome release. I have no idea that what is this purpose of this, but I can give you this idea that on this part this can be taken care. So now it will go for the approval. Done. Now when you send for the approval, what next for you? Either manager will approve this or either manager will reject this. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
So again here they are using another condition. If it has been rejected, let go here. Like the same thing. If approved, what to do? If reject, what to do? Click here and you can define the logic here. What to do? It's saying how many records you have to do for each item which you credit into the manager approval. Where it's gone, not this one. Sometimes even I got so much confused. Done. For each item, what they mention the logic here. If condition they are saying, oh sorry, they're putting the if condition. Really sorry guys, it's little troubling for me as well sometime. If condition, if let's say approval condition record. If the record on this is this has some value or not, it's true, rejected is true. Okay, they are putting the rejection, not context. Context, okay. Approval value, right? Maybe we can do again this thing on Monday, but I want to give you little highlights of this part. Execution ID, flow reference model not, is test run, no reporting, runtime, skip, source table, stages. What CD is giving to me? Not this one.
Atul?
Yes, please.
So in which case the workflow editor and this designer is used?
Very nice question, Aishwarya here. See, now ServiceNow moving all their things to the flow designers one by one. Okay, but they're not going to decommission anything older now. Okay, so it is up to you where you want to go for the workflow or the flow designer. My preference go for the flow designer now because this is little advanced. It will be a little problem initially, a few days or a few weeks to set up the things, but once you get a master here, then you can use this thing very easily. So nothing to be worried on that part. So it is totally depend on you because anything which you can define in the workflow, specifically you can design in the flow designer as well. Like even I get confused here that why it's not picking up these things. So what they pick up, let me see here.
So the preferred one is the flow designer.
Record one, yes, from here. one rejected. I'm just trying to see that why or what condition they put it here. It's rejected, showing rejected, but not to me as well. Let me cancel this.
So Atul.
Yes, please.
So Atul, like all the existing workflow that comes out of the box are designed into the workflow or the pro?
It depends actually. Like if in the Cubic or in the Rome release, especially in the Rome release, they move the change workflow in the flow designers by this way. But you can still find something here as well. Means if I talk from the ServiceNow perspective, they are bringing the things slowly in the flow designer now. So that is a thing.
Is there a way to identify on which like is it designed on the pro or is it designed on the?
Yes, you can when you run any record, if suppose let me open a change record here. Okay. Let me go here and open the, let me schedule part, or not schedule, emergency change. Let it be open, give a minute. Okay. Now if you go here, show workflow, you can open this. It's opening and you can open the workflow context as well. See, this is for the workflow. Again, they are using the, till now they're using the workflow only, not the flow designer. This way. So they're moving the things slowly, not immediately, but they're moving the thing very slowly here. But my preference that if you are learning, better learn the advanced things here now. The reason I'm also putting a little time here to we understand this part. Maybe we can discuss this thing Monday again. I'll try to keep it little handy with me so that I can show you that how these things work. Okay, and then we can discuss in detail the flow designer in proper detail. But for you specifically, for you guys, the weekend work is open any of the, or you can pick up this flow designer. And what you have to do, read line by line that what they mention, how they mention these things. See, create catalog task. Then they have a condition. Again, this is action. This is a action. Expand action. So by this way, they are be creating this. So try to be read one simple workflow, sorry, flow designer and understand. So that when Monday we will go for the detail or the depth discussion on this part, you guys should be able to understand. Because even I am stuck in somewhere because it's long time I did not do any practice here. But when I go for the once again this review, I also come to know these things. And I have no shame here that I'm telling that I did not be able to do that part now. We'll do it on Monday then.
Yeah, so, I mean, we are all learning here, not the show. What a question I have is, how much is used, in our day-to-day basis? I think this would be based on the like one-time effort, workflow part.
Yes, it is a one-time effort, but if you notice everything in ServiceNow work on the workflow, your change, your problem, your incident, your request, your knowledge, everything work on the workflows. That is the thing. And
yeah.
So that is the thing, because people and even I am also using the workflow only in my projects. We very less use the flow designers. So when we go for some discussion, we see, okay, can we go for this particular part or not? That is the only thing. Maybe I put something wrong here. It's not working for me properly. Now, if I go here and put the if condition here, yes. So why it's not showing the rejected here? That is my point. Okay, no worries, guys. I'll do some R&D on that part, and we'll try to make a little simple this thing for you guys, so that we can understand which value it's picking up from this context. Okay, any other doubt, question here? And it happens with me in the trainings, don't worry. Yes, guys, any doubt, any question, any clarification on this point or till this point? Are they say yes, no, Hana, anything? Dhanashi, Vinoj, Ashwani, Aishwarya, Nikhil.
No.
Okay. So only one work for the weekend to read about this thing. Let me ping you. Okay, I closed that cap. Okay, let me ping you. Read about this particular workflow. Okay, let me stop the recording then, guys, here. And sorry, stop recording.